Today I want to talk about the lesser used weapons in Battlefield 6. And what I mean by the lesser used weapons, I'm talking about guns like the AK-205, the L85, the SL9, and the KTS. Because I made a video on the RPK-74M not too long ago, you can reference that video. I think it's like 3 videos ago or 2 videos ago. It should be somewhere up on the screen. I'm sure it'll be there. But today I want to go over why I think these guns have gotten a lot better since the launch of Season 3, and what makes them good on big maps and what makes them also very attractive to use, as opposed to all of the assault rifles getting nerfed and just all of the fully automatic weapons in general getting a slight nerf. But these guns specifically not really being affected by it at all, since they don't do any damage, so why would they nerf them, right? They're just extremely accurate weapons that deserve a slight spotlight just for a little bit while DICE figures out if they deserve to be nerfed or not, which they obviously don't, since they do 20 damage and they fall down to 12 damage at longer ranges. But with the increase in map size coming to Battlefield 6, these guns are going to start coming out a lot more and being way more effective than they used to be. So when I speak on these guns in this entire video, take it with a grain of salt when you go towards the original maps in Battlefield 6, because these guns are better than a lot of other weapons on the bigger maps in the game. So anything that is said in this video is basically for Railway to Golmud and any other large map that is released afterwards. It's not necessarily about every single map in the game, but you could use these guns and be extremely effective on a lot of the bigger maps in the game. Now, that guy is super far away and I whiffed extremely hard. Some key things to take away from guns like the AK-205 and the KTS and the RPK is, if I'm not mistaken, the RPK also gets synthetic rounds, but they all get synthetic rounds. And now synthetic rounds, after its slight buff where it lowered, the amount of points needed to put it on, it's actually a really good thing to use. And prior to it, I wasn't using it a lot, but oh my, right now, I've really been enjoying synthetic rounds. And I think they're super useful when it comes to these guns, especially since they fall off a lot. With the gun's pinpoint accuracy minus the low bullet velocity, it's actually not that bad to use. I'm dead, or my teammate's dead. They think that was me. So we're chilling. Yeah, they thought that was me. We're good. They don't know. What they don't know, they don't know. Got his head. Like, it is literally just a dream to use a gun like the AK-205. It shoots pretty fast. It's got 720 ROF. I hate segueing into the menu screen, but this is the build I'm using as well. It has 720 ROF, which is really good. It's got the 20 damage, which sucks balls, but because you don't need a grip, you could spend points on ammo, so you can get a little more bullets for damage. The damage range drops off, but it has literally 0.5 degrees of recoil. It is really fun and really good. Now, you can't win gunfights in the close range. You never will, unless they're not looking at you or shooting at you. That is the only time you're going to win those gunfights. That doesn't change, but the size of the map changes. So the average engagement area, minus the fact that I'm getting absolutely obliterated right now, your engagement area changes drastically when playing on a bigger map. So instead of fighting from 10 to 30 meters on a map like this, well, minus breakthrough for the most part. On breakthrough, you're kind of still fighting pretty far away, but on a map like this, your average range goes from 35 to 60 meters and beyond. You could really utilize guns like this and really get away with playing far away, getting shot at as soon as you spawn in and having absolutely nothing to do with it, not being able to do anything. But these guys are also dying in 4 to 5 hits because I'm hitting 2 headshots on them. They're dying very easily, and it's all because of the synthetic rounds and the fact that I'm just not missing with the gun, because it can't miss. Like, the gun seriously cannot miss. This guy literally laying, oh, you're laying down right there. Like, you're not gonna miss. And this is just the AK-205, and it seriously gets better. Well, actually, it kind of gets better. We kind of go into like the realm of these guns are okay. Now we're gonna throw on the SL9 so you can get a taste of an SMG that shouldn't do what this does. Yep, synthetic rounds, that we're looking pretty damn good right now. It's the same build. You basically want to use the same build that you use on the AK-205, but on every gun like it. And I'm actually quite surprised as to how the SL9 just did. That felt pretty good. It's been a while since I used it. Last time I used it on Blackwell Fields when I was mastering the gun, getting it level 50 before they patched everything and made it super easy to get level 50 on everything, since the XP margins have changed drastically. But it, just from that one kill, it feels very similar. It just has slower ROF. Get out of my... Get off me. Get off of me. Let me shoot people. Oh, wait. Nope, not prepared for that. Let me throw this down, because I'm sure an enemy tank is just going to drive through here like a psychopath at some point. I see your legs. I hit him for 57. I'll take that. It's a little less accurate, which is why I have a grip on it. It feels a little less accurate, which is why there's a grip on it. I'm not entirely sure if it actually is a little less accurate. Okay, why? There's a sniper shooting at me again. But again, these are some of the guns that are going to help you win a lot more of those awkward ranged gunfights in this, on this map. There are a ton of awkward ranged gunfights where assault rifles just aren't going to feel good or do anything. And guns like the SL9 and the AK-205 are going to do those for you. They're gonna win so many more gunfights than regular assault rifles will now. Why am I getting targeted by the mortars? I'm literally getting solo targeted by mortars. The AK-205 would do that no problem. The SL9 is it's struggling a little bit. This guy would be getting slammed with the AK. And we're gonna ignore him. He's a little too far away for an SMG, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, where am I getting shot from now? Getting shot from everywhere. There's not one place where I'm not getting shot at. So this is if you're an SMG player, which I'm not an SMG player. Now you could also use the UMG, but obviously it has less precision, so I wouldn't even really recommend it that much. Then we're gonna move on to the KTS. So the KTS is another weird one where it has really low ROF, but 71 precision. I don't know why I put that on the wrong one. So it has really good precision, but a super low ROF, basically rivaling our fan favorite SOR as one of the lowest ROF weapons in the game. What's nice about this gun is that it also runs synthetic rounds, so you get that same effect, and it is an LMG, so it's gonna feel pretty good as an LMG. Like using the LMG specialist thing, you get that extra ADS time in, so you don't have to use a grip if you don't want to, which you really don't have to on this gun. And you can play a little more aggressive with the KTS, which is odd to say because it has a slower ROF, but I have genuinely no problem playing aggressive with this gun, getting in there, not seeing where that sniper is, so I'm just gonna ignore him entirely and kind of just run around over here and not get hit by the mortars and hope for the best. And there's a guy over there, so heal up, shield up. And I'm gonna try to find him. I don't see this guy anywhere. He might be in here. Yeah, he was. Oh, okay. And then a tank blew us up. What is going on here? Oh, it's more like RPGs and such. Okay, let's move. I'm finding more success with this than the SL9, which is odd because the SL9 is sort of better in the sense that it shoots faster and is basically just as accurate, but for some reason this just feels so damn good in my hands and on this map. This feels really good on this map. So if you're an LMG main and you do feel like you're losing out on a lot of gunfights, you can use the KTS and the RPK-74M. They're both very, very, very good weapons. Like I said at the beginning of the video, what I'm saying here is specifically for the larger maps in the game. This doesn't mean that you can throw these guns on any map in the game and they're gonna be just as good, just as effective, just as awesome. They're not. Literally, if you throw these on Siege of Cairo, you're gonna hate your time. You're gonna have to like hide the entire time. Whereas on a map like Railway to Golmud, you're literally going to be able to run around like you're playing a normal game of Battlefield, sniping people halfway across the map like that. If they're not hiding, you're getting those kills. Especially with the more headshots. The more headshots you get, the faster these guys are going to die. That guy even knows he can't win that gunfight. Like, they're literally just so scared of me right now. He wants to get out of there. He's done. He's like, I can't kill that guy. I'm leaving. As long as you utilize the synthetic rounds and the hollow points, you're genuinely going to be able to enjoy these weapons. If you struggle to utilize the synthetic rounds, then you're not going to enjoy the gun. That's, you know, that's the main thing, right? You have to be able to utilize the headshot multiplier. And that's why I would never recommend these guns in a tier list video, or just in general prior to there being bigger maps in the game, because you would never ever see the effect of the headshot multiplier taking effect because of how small the maps are. You're always going to get out DPS'd in the close range with other guns, even in the medium range. But now with the larger distance between everyone all of the time, you're going to notice a difference. Like, I just 2-tapped that guy in the head. Bro dove behind cover. He's like, holy shit, this guy just touched me. I need to hide. Again, 3 shots to kill or 4 shots to kill right there on a gun that has 20 damage and an ROF of a snail. Like, it is disgusting how effective it is. So I'm sucking these guns off, even though they're really bad, but it's because of how I'm talking about them and where I'm using them within the game. There is one more gun that I want to talk about, but I did realize that I did say that the assault rifles did get nerfed, but we're going to talk about the L85. And there's a reason why I'm talking about the L85. It's because it is a very accurate gun. Now, this was my in-between for the SOR 556 when the game came out. This is what I preferred to use over the SOR. I haven't used this gun in a while. I just remember that it is one of my favorite guns in the game. And again, there you go. 92 meters away, trigger held all the way down. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. I did see some bloom. It did look like it was gonna start missing, but from what I saw in the moment, it was actually pretty damn good. I'm gonna move up and see. Yeah, it's a pretty damn accurate gun. Please don't kill me. Okay, we're good. Ah, yes. Eat my nade. Okay, you're not there anymore. Wait, come back. Wait, don't kill me. No, not from behind. Oh, it's the tank. No one destroyed. So these are just a bunch of very, very accurate guns. The L85 comes in with pretty good damage at 25, being the most damage out of all of them. It has 38 precision, but for some reason the precision doesn't feel bad or mediocre on this gun, and I really think you could chalk that up to the ROF being pretty medium. Wow, okay, spanky. I think because the ROF is around like 658 or whatever it is, it doesn't feel like the gun is super inaccurate because you're not getting that many shots off. If this gun had 700 to 800 ROF, you would really feel it, and it would be really annoying to use, but because it's on the slower side, it feels pretty good. And even with that added recoil to the game, it still doesn't even feel like it got touched, as in nerfed, not literally touched, but it doesn't feel like it got nerfed because it didn't have recoil prior to the patch. The gun is still incredible to use. And honestly, it's one of my favorite guns in the game alongside the AK-4D, but that gun is a little too inaccurate to be talked about here. We're talking about guns that are good to hold down the trigger and not have to tap fire outwards of 50 meters. And again, this is one of those guns, like you saw, once I put this on, 96 meter kill without letting up on the trigger. So you can't get any better than that. And honestly, at the end of the day, if you want easier to use weapons in Battlefield that are going to help you, that aren't meta breaking, that aren't even meta weapons, that are just fun weapons to use, that are good on the map until you learn your way around the map, these are going to be the guns that you want to throw on to enjoy your time playing some Battlefield when you come home from work and you have nothing better to do or nothing else to do and you really just want to play some Battlefield for whatever reason. These are going to be your go-to guns on Railway to Golmud for a little bit. Now, if you're a psychopath and you like playing inside buildings and you like doing some crazy things and you really want fast TTK and you don't want to just like relax and enjoy some time, obviously use some of the better guns. I talked about it in my previous video that what the best guns to use for season 3 are at the moment, or maybe not my previous video, but what are the preferred guns to use in the season. I talked about that a little bit, so you can check that video out as well. That'll help you decide on what weapons to use. But like at the end of the day, it's all up to you. It's all up to what you want to do. This is just to help you guys make that decision a little easier, hearing what I think is pretty good and also showing you at the same time. The AK-205 and honestly the L85 are probably the best bets along with the KTS. The SL9 is kind of like a throwaway one where like I just wouldn't even use that gun. It's so fucking bad. There's another guy here. I'm trying to kill him. The L85 is one of the guns that you can use in the closer range as well. So if you want the best of both worlds, the L85 will probably be your pick. But if you don't like playing assault, then the other two guns are fine, or the other three guns are fine, honestly. And if you really hate getting in there and fighting people, you can always just use a sniper. So yeah, that's what I think of these guns. I think slowly but surely, more people are going to use these longer ranged guns with slightly less damage on them for easier kills on these maps, and you're gonna notice a lot more people on top of the scoreboard with an AK-205 in hand or an L85. When I play Conquest, I do notice a lot of the times that the max kills is like 15 to 20, which is pretty good for a large map. But people would get a lot more kills if they put down the TR7 and picked up an AK-205, especially playing Conquest or Escalation on a map like this. So try it out for yourself. They're not great guns when it comes to the other maps in the game, but they're amazing and great weapons when it comes to the maps, or when it comes to this map specifically, and just larger maps in general. Highly recommended. I think you guys should definitely give them a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.